So the next scenario is third party sales. Till now we have seen the sales in between two parties. One is company and next one is customer. Now who is the third party we are going to learn today. Okay, how the third party sales it will works in SAP practically we are going to see. Before that, let me try to understand a scenario where the third party sales will comes into picture. Let's try to get on to the concept called third party sales. So what is this third party sales? Let's assume your company in our example is Cocoa and Milk Private Limited. This is the company. As we know that we have customers like retailers and wholesalers, sometimes government customers, distributors. It depends on the scenario, how I am going to do the business. All these are my customers. So let's assume this company is manufacturing their products called chocolates and milk products. Now let's try to understand this. In our examples, most of the time we have used material called 200 chocobar. Okay, so this is the material code. I have a customer X raised an order against this company. Maybe you can say retailer or wholesaler. He has ordered 1,000 boxes. Okay, he need the order worth. He raised a PO for this company, Cocoa and Milk Private Limited, for 1,000 boxes. So your sales order will be created by using order document OR for 1,000, and you have to do the delivery for 1,000 boxes. Eventually, in your normal process, you have to bill it for 1,000 boxes. This is your regular scenario. So let's check. 1 CHM is our plant and sale is our storage location. That's what we have created. In plant, assume that 800 boxes available. Let's put a scenario like 800 boxes available in sale storage location. But your customer required 1,000 boxes. So your company is manufacturing, not only manufacturing this one, and sometimes certain vendors buying V1, V2, like V3, certain vendors are associated with our company. They are also manufacturing a similar kind of product. There is no difference. Maybe sometimes if you take it back to our company, packing differs. Sometimes they are doing the packing and directly delivering to the customer. So all these vendors holding some 2,000, 2,000 and 2,000 and again 2,000 pieces, boxes of the stock will be there. Okay, so these from these boxes, that means when customer orders 1,000 boxes, but your inventory says it is 800, so you are short of 1,000 minus 800 means you are short of 200 boxes. Okay, so then what, or 200 boxes, what company will do, it try to deliver 800 pieces from our company, and 200 they can able to wait for some more time to add, your inventory need to be increased. That is right scenario, and that 200 can be done as a partial delivery. That is one way. But certain cases, 800 will be delivered with your standard item category TIN, and remaining 200, they can able to give the order to any one of the vendor, what Cocoa and Milk Private Limited associated, so that the 200 boxes will be delivered by your vendor. Such kind of vendor stock against your sales order through purchase requisition and PR, purchase requisition and PO, purchase order, so is called third party sales process. That means apart from your company and apart from your customer, this is company, okay, delivering company, this is customer. So for delivering, apart from 800 stock, for remaining stock 200 supposed to deliver, so the company is giving PO to this vendor. That means PR and PO, purchase requisition and PO will be created against that sales order. So vendor is, suppose he is having 2000 stock against 200, he got it from Cocoa Milk Private Limited to deliver to X customer. That means 800 is inventory stock and 200 will be delivered directly from vendor. Such cases, this is for your 10. In the similar way, if it is third party, it should be differs, because it is not, stock is not removing from your inventory. Such cases, you are using item category called TAS. TAS will be used. Now let's try to see the difference between what is TAN and TAS in terms of item category attributes. When it comes to scenario, you try to understand this. Your company is supposed to deliver 1000 stock to your customer. Total stock is not available. Remaining stock, they will raise it PR and PO to your vendor. Your vendor is delivering directly to your customer. There is no company involvement. So once it is delivered, so your customer got all 1000 stock. So for that 1000 stock, who can bill it? Cocoa and Milk Private Limited can bill against your customer X for 1000. Assume that if it is 1000 euros, so one box is €1, 1000 euro will be billed for your customer. But how about vendor? For vendor, Cocoa and Milk is the customer, so that he delivered the goods on behalf of his customer 200 worth. So what vendor can do? Vendor can send an invoice to the company. So against how much stock? For 200 stock. So that this invoice is called incoming invoice. That means this invoice is coming to the company, but this invoice is going to the customer outside. That means for his customer is outsider for this company. So that your F2 invoice is called outgoing invoice. That means your regular customer invoice. Incoming invoice, it can be created by using transaction called Miro. So stock, assume that it is delivered directly to the customer. Sometimes you got a PR and PO from your company for vendor V1, but let's assume that out of he's supposed to deliver 200, he forgotten, and or else he don't have stock, he only delivered 150. So 150 means here out of 200 only 150 received. This is one scenario. Any shortage stock is there. So that means he ordered 1000 customer, but he got 950. So if the customer is billed for 1000, customer will agree? He won't agree, because he received only 950. So that is the reason why it is very important for company to know how much vendor is delivered. So vendor is delivered how much he wanted to know it. So there is something called MIGO. That means goods receipt. Basically, actually, company is not receiving any goods. Dummy receipt they will do. After that, they will do the bill for Miro. First case straight away. Against 200, 200 will be incoming invoice. Second case, if you see 50 short, so that mirror will be 150. After mirror done, your company will raise customer invoice for 800 plus 150, total 950. So this is how it works, the third party scenario. Let's try to understand one more simple direct scenario. Your customer ordered 1000 pieces to cocoa and milk company private limited. In this scenario, whatever the product they ordered, assume that material code 200. So I assume that they are not manufacturing any stock, but still they can accept order based on their goodwill, or else directly they are procuring the goods from vendors. So that means they won't maintain any inventory. If they receive 100 stock or 200 stock or 1000 stock or 3000 stock, they don't have inventory. Like this example, like plant and storage location combination. So the inventory is not there. Simply what they can do, that whatever the sales order will be there, that will be converted into PR. After that, PO will be created, so that your vendor will deliver. After that, a dummy goods receipt will be done again as that, and Miro will be run, incoming invoice, and customer side F2 will be done. You can see one clear observation when it comes to OTC and third party. For customer, you don't have any direct delivery from the company. So that means you don't have LF document. This will not be entertained in this scenario. So, but whereas your direct delivery done by vendor to customer, because your company is creating PR against whatever the sales order received from your customer. This is how it happens. Let's try to understand what kind of the steps, what kind of settings we have to be done for creating third party sales in SAP system. Third party means, in this case, it is vendor. Let's try to understand this on SAP system now. So let's try to understand how the third party sales works with intervention with vendor at the time of creating your sales process for your customer. What are all the important settings you needed? So